They won't tell you that success is lonely. They won't tell you that chasing your dreams might cost you your sleep, your peace, and sometimes your relationships. They won't say out loud that the journey to the top often requires you to walk through hell while smiling in front of the world. Because when people talk about success, they show you the mansion, the cars, the perfect Instagram photos. But what they don't show you are the nights spent crying, the years of being broke, the rejections, the doubt, the silence when no one is clapping for you. This is what they'll never tell you about success, because if they did, most people would give up before they start. The truth is, success looks glamorous only in the rearview mirror. What you don't see are the invisible battles, the mental chaos, the moments of wanting to quit, the pain of watching everyone around you live an easier life while you grind in the shadows. Nobody posts that part. No one uploads the countless failures that came before the breakthrough. They don't share how long it took them to get there. They just say, I made it. But how? Here's the part they're skipping. Success demands a version of you that doesn't yet exist. You don't just stumble into greatness. You build your way into it. Brick by brick, setback by setback, you create the person who can carry the weight of the dream. That's the part that burns. You'll have to give up your comfort. You have to challenge your own mind daily. You'll face criticism. People will misunderstand you. Friends might disappear, but the biggest war will be inside yourself, between the person you are and the person you're trying to become. They won't tell you that success requires sacrifice, real painful sacrifice. You might have to give up weekends while others relax. You might have to say no to parties, to vacations, to anything that pulls you away from the mission. You'll work when no one's watching. You'll show up even when no one's clapping, because success isn't about luck. It's about consistency. It's about discipline. And it's about doing the hard thing over and over again until it gets easier or you get stronger. They won't tell you that the road is long and filled with self-doubt. You'll question everything. You'll have moments where you feel like you're wasting your time. You'll wonder if you're good enough, smart enough, strong enough. And sometimes the answer will feel like no. But that's the test. That's the moment where most people walk away. But if you choose to stay, if you choose to rise instead of retreat, that's when things begin to shift. People talk about the finish line, but rarely about the middle. That messy, confusing, exhausting middle where you're not where you used to be, but not where you want to be either. That place will test your character more than any failure ever could. But it will also build your character if you let it. The middle is where greatness is shaped. It's where you prove not to the world, but to yourself that you're serious about this dream. That you're willing to keep going even when the applause fades, even when the results don't show, even when it hurts. What they'll never tell you about success is that it's not a straight line. It's not this perfect upward climb. It's a roller coaster of highs and lows, of victories and losses. You will take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. You will make progress and then feel like you're starting over. That's normal. That's real. Success is messy. But if you keep moving, even slowly, even clumsily, you are still moving forward. And while we're here, let's talk about failure, because they don't tell you how essential it is to your journey. Failure isn't your enemy. It's your mentor. It's the thing that reveals your weaknesses and shows where to improve. It's the tool life uses to make you stronger. Every failure is feedback. It's not the end. It's part of the process. You learn more from 1 failure than from 10 easy wins. So stop fearing it. Welcome it. Use it. They won't tell you that success is not about talent alone. Plenty of talented people never make it. Why? Because talent without work ethic is wasted potential. Success comes to those who are willing to outlast everyone else, the grinders, the ones who don't give up, the ones who wake up early, stay up late, and keep showing up even when they feel like quitting. Consistency beats talent every time. Remember that. They also won't tell you that sometimes success requires walking alone. Not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will support your dream. That's okay. It's not their dream. It's yours. Stop waiting for validation. Stop expecting people to cheer for you. Learn to clap for yourself. Learn to be your own motivation. Because when you stop needing approval, you start becoming unstoppable. And here's something else they won't tell you. Success changes you. It has to. You can't think the same way, live the same way, or believe the same things you did at the start. Success forces growth. It forces you to evolve, and that evolution might feel uncomfortable. You might outgrow people, habits, environments, but that's the price of rising. You can't stay the same and expect your life to change. What they won't tell you is that the biggest obstacle on your path to success is you. Not the economy, not your background, not your circumstances. It's the voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough. It's your fear, your doubt, your excuses. But here's the good news. You control that voice. You can choose to rewire your mind. You can choose to believe in yourself, even when nothing around you gives you a reason to. They won't tell you that self-belief is a daily decision, not something you wake up with permanently. You have to choose it over and over again, even when you don't feel ready, even when you're scared, because courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting despite the fear. And every time you take that step forward, No matter how small, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more. What they'll never tell you is that you don't have to feel ready to begin. Waiting until you're ready is the quickest way to stay stuck. Start before you're ready. Start while you're scared. Start while you're unsure, because action builds confidence. Every time you take a step, no matter how shaky, you're building momentum. And momentum is what carries you through the hard days. They don't tell you that success isn't just about the destination. It's about who you become along the way. It's about the strength you build in the struggle. It's about the mindset you develop, the habits you create, the grit you forge through hardship. That's the real win. The money, the recognition, the trophies, they're just symbols. The real reward is becoming the kind of person who never gives up. And let's not forget the moments of quiet victory, the ones no one sees. Like the time you showed up when you were exhausted, the day you pushed through your fear, the night you decided not to quit. Those moments count. They matter. They build you. They're not flashy, but they're foundational. That's what real success is made of. They won't tell you that sometimes success is boring. It's not always thrilling or exciting. It's routine. It's repetitive. It's doing the same grind day in and day out. But that's where the magic is, in the repetition, in the discipline, in mastering the basics until they become your second nature. While others chase shortcuts, you're building mastery. And finally, they won't tell you that the path to success is deeply personal. Your journey won't look like anyone else's, and it shouldn't. Stop comparing your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. Success isn't one size fits all. Define it for yourself. What does success mean to you? Is it freedom, impact, growth, peace? Whatever it is, chase that. Make it real, and don't apologize for wanting more. So if no one told you the truth, let this be your wake-up call. Success is hard. It's messy. It's lonely. It's painful, but it's also worth it. Every sleepless night, every tear, every rejection, every setback. It all matters. It's all part of the masterpiece you're creating. They'll never tell you the whole story. So write your own. Show the world what relentless, unshakable, unapologetic pursuit of greatness looks like. You've got what it takes. You always did. Now go prove it, not to them, but to yourself, because here's the deeper truth. They'll never tell you that success is just as much about pain as it is about progress. Success is forged in discomfort. It's the cold mornings when you don't want to get up, but you do. It's the rejections that feel like punches to your heart, but somehow you still show up the next day. It's the hours nobody claps for. It's the effort nobody appreciates. That's where the real story of success is written, not in highlight reels, but in the trenches. You know what else they never say? That success will isolate you before it elevates you. You'll lose people. You'll feel misunderstood. You'll question if you're even on the right path. People might even laugh at your dreams or call you unrealistic, and that's okay. Let them. What they don't see is that your isolation is preparing you for elevation. While others are seeking approval, you're building resilience. While they chase likes, you're earning discipline. That loneliness, it's not a punishment. It's a forge. They'll never tell you that success demands you learn to sit with pain without trying to numb it, to feel the pressure and still stay focused, to carry anxiety, fear, and doubt in one hand and still chase the dream with the other. Most people avoid pain, but high achievers, they harness it, they channel it, they let it shape them into something sharper, wiser, unbreakable. And do you know what happens when you walk through all of that? You start to build something no one can give you: self-respect. Not the kind that comes from compliments, but the kind that comes from keeping promises to yourself, from doing what you said you'd do long after the mood has passed. That's what they don't tell you. Success is deeply tied to integrity, not external, but internal. Do you trust yourself when it's hard? Do you follow through when it's inconvenient? That's where your power lies. They won't tell you that the price of success is invisible. You can't see it from the outside. But the people who've earned it, they know. They paid in tears, in time, in mental and emotional endurance. You have to fall in love with the process more than the outcome. You have to be willing to show up for the work, not just the reward, because the reward comes late, sometimes very late, and only those who are obsessed with the process ever see it. And still, even then, success doesn't always come in the way you expect. Sometimes the door you worked hardest to open stays shut. Sometimes you give everything and get nothing in return, at least not right away. But that's the point they never say. Your effort is never wasted. The skills you're building, the strength you're gaining, the mindset you're sharpening, those things are shaping your destiny even when the results haven't shown up yet. They won't tell you how often you'll feel like quitting, how many times you'll think about taking the easy way out. The road of least resistance will call your name daily. But real success is reserved for those who don't answer. Those who hear the voice of comfort and still choose to lean into the challenge, because deep down, they know comfort never built anything legendary. Let's talk about fear. because no one talks about how it never really goes away. They might act confident, they might sound bold, but even the most successful people battle fear every single day. The difference is they stopped letting fear drive the car. They put it in the passenger seat and said, you can ride, but you don't get to steer. You don't become fearless. You become braver. And bravery is choosing action over anxiety. Another thing they don't tell you, you're allowed to reinvent yourself as many times as it takes. You're not stuck in who you used to be. Growth is messy. You'll outgrow mindsets, people, even versions of yourself. And that's okay. That's not failure. That's evolution. Every level of success requires a different you. So let go of the guilt. Let go of the attachment to who you were. Embrace who you're becoming. They'll never admit how much inner work goes into outer success. It's not just about strategy and tactics. It's about healing. It's about reprogramming the limiting beliefs you grew up with. It's about facing your past, your insecurities, your trauma, and saying, you don't get to write my future. The biggest breakthroughs don't happen in your business or your job or your bank account. They happen in your mind. And while they hype up motivation, what they don't tell you is that motivation fades. It dies the moment life punches you in the mouth. What you need is discipline. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. That's the truth they don't highlight, because discipline isn't sexy. It's not glamorous, but it's the secret weapon behind every long-term success story. They won't tell you that the beginning is the hardest part. You won't have the tools. You won't have the resources. You might not even have the support, but that's okay. Start anyway. The first version doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Progress beats perfection every single time. And as you move, as you fail, as you learn, you'll evolve. You don't wait to become ready. You become ready by doing. They won't tell you that your dream will require patience on a level you've never known. You'll want it now. You'll feel like it should have happened already. But timing is everything. And sometimes the delay is the blessing. Because in the waiting, you're growing, you're maturing, you're preparing for what's coming. Don't let the timeline break you. Keep building, even in the silence. They won't tell you that success will test your identity. It will shake your confidence. It will make you confront every lie you've believed about yourself. But that's how the transformation happens. Success is less about what you do and more about who you become. The world doesn't just pay for skills. It pays for certainty, energy, and belief. And belief starts from within. They won't tell you that no one is coming to save you. No mentor, no investor, no opportunity. You have to save yourself. You have to be your own rescue mission. Stop waiting. Stop hoping someone will open the door. Be the one who kicks it open. Be so good they can't ignore you. And if they do, build your own table, create your own stage, turn rejection into redirection. And when the breakthrough finally comes, and it will, they still won't understand. They'll say you're lucky. They'll say it happened overnight. They won't see the 1,000 invisible battles you fought alone. But you'll know. You'll know every inch of the climb. And that's what makes success yours. It's not just the outcome. It's the ownership of every struggle, every failure, every step. They won't tell you that the top feels different than you imagined. It's not just joy, it's responsibility. The pressure doesn't stop, it increases. But so does your capacity, so does your vision, so does your impact. That's what makes it all worth it, because once you built yourself up from nothing, nothing can break you. This is the part of the speech where I look into the eyes of every dreamer, every fighter, every soul that refuses to settle. And I tell you this, you're not crazy for wanting more. You're not wrong for believing in something greater. You're not weak because it hurts. You're brave because you're still here. You're still fighting. You're still rising. That fire in you, that's real. That's purpose. That's destiny calling your name. And now that you know what they'll never tell you, what will you do with it? Will you rise or retreat? Will you fold or fight? Will you let the world shape your story, or will you shape it yourself? This journey isn't easy, but nothing legendary ever is. So if you're willing to go all in, if you're willing to fall and get back up, if you're willing to trade comfort for purpose, then success is already on its way to you.